All right, let's do this. So I think we're good to kick it off. Uh, it's really great to see how many Lusha fans we have here today on the call. And again, we want to welcome everybody, and we are thrilled and super excited for this webinar today. And we truly want to thank you for taking the time to join us and to learn how to level up your Lusha game. Now, we just finished an amazing quarter full of new releases and improved searches. And I'm sure that you all can agree with me that Lusha went through a lot of exciting updates, and we're going to dive in to a few interesting topics. Everything we talk about today on this call will help you maximize your access to Lusha. So stay tuned, grab a coffee, like I said, and allow us to guide you through these amazing updates. My name is Tal, and I'm part of the customer success team. Alongside me today, we have our platform leaders, and in a moment, I will hand over the mic to them so that we can drill down into what's new. Now, I would like to take a quick moment to point out that I've been at Lusha for nearly 6 years now, yes, and I've seen Lusha grow in so many ways since early 2019, from a mini browser extension on LinkedIn to a multi-level platform, actually, full of features, solutions, and most importantly, global contact data. And if you're not familiar with the platform, as much as the extension, by the way, we're going to present a lot of valuable insights since the focus of Lusha today is happening on the dashboard. And this is where you can actually target companies and prospect through signals and filters. Now, for those who are actually just getting started with Lusha, let me take a quick step back and explain a little bit about Lusha. So Lusha is all about giving you access to massive global B2B database with over 150 million contacts. We use AI to keep things up to date and accurate, and our database is refreshed daily with feedback from our users, helping us to improve the information. So you can count on having the most reliable, up-to-date data at your fingertips. Now, we can safely say that Lusha will provide you with the best data. So go ahead and connect with your prospects. Lusha will, and most importantly, Lusha will show you who to reach out to, how to reach out to them, when to reach out to them, and of course, why you're reaching out to them in the first place. Towards the end of the session, we will have time for Q&A, so feel free. There's a Q&A option, a section on Zoom that I hope we'll have the time to go over all the questions, but please feel free to drop in questions. And if we're not, for some reason, available to answer that question on the call today, please feel free to reach out to support@lusha.com with your questions. And we have an amazing team, by the way, just waiting to hear from you guys. So again, reminding you, please drop in questions and we'll address them either on the call right now towards the end, or perhaps one of us will reply through the Q&A option. And reminding you guys, please represent, let us know where you guys are from, and what company and role you are in. So today we have a lot of exciting new updates that we want to share with you guys. We have many features, product upgrades, and new releases that will help you to get the most out of Lusha. We have many key speakers today on this call from all sides of the company, by the way, who are here to educate us on the new releases for Q3, and will answer any kind of questions you might have. To talk a bit about our data improvements, we have Oren from our data team. Without a doubt, the most important side of Lusha. And our data is always getting refreshed through new systems that easily keep us ahead of the game. We will learn about the new Flex Search with Sharon from the product team and also review the refresh data update. I know that some of you are familiar with the extension and you don't really go into the platform itself, but it's important that you guys do take a look at the platform since there is a lot of valuable information waiting for you over there. After that, we have the almighty Max, who used to sit right beside me in customer success and is always ready to shed some light. Max will go over Intent 2.0, filter by reveal and company keywords. We have one of Lusha's OGs, Guy, who is joining us today. He's here actually more than I am, so more than 6 years. And he will update us on Lusha's Engage AI. And last but not least, since this is the future of prospecting, API Fields additions with Ron. Just before we continue, another moment from you guys, I would like to announce that today we are going live with a new Pitch Your Team contest. In this contest, we invite all sales, marketing, RevOps, recruiters, all the teams to share with us the story of what makes their team the best in 2024 for a chance to win a prize of up to $5,000 that you can use to celebrate your team's glory and success in any way that you guys want. You can share a text, you can share a video, a song, or anything creative that will showcase what makes your team so unique and successful. And we'll share with you the link, by the way, after the session, so with a follow-up email. So please stay tuned. And guys, don't miss out on this great opportunity. So without further ado, from our data team, we are going to show you the massive data updates that our team has worked on this year. And for this, we have Oren. Oren, take it away.
Hi, welcome everyone. Nice to meet you. As Tal mentioned, I'm Oren. I'm a product manager from the data team, and I'm super excited to share with you today our latest data updates and improvements we've made through this quarter. So, as you know, we put a lot of efforts in providing our users with the highest quality of the data and global coverage so you can find the right prospect and to close deals faster. So yeah, Tal, can I use your help? Click. Thanks. So first of all, let's start with our newest AI data infrastructure. Basically, this is a cutting-edge technology, optimizes how we handle the process, how we handle and process the data, from the extraction step to validation to enrichment, all to ensure you have the best data at your fingertips. This is super interesting, super exciting. And then next up, we've implemented a massive data cleaning protocol. Of course, quality is our top priority. Basically, this process ensures the accuracy, the relevance, and the quality of all the data basically we're providing by eliminating outdated or irrelevant information. Finally, we have added a large language model, as I guess some of you know, LLMs. It's the new big thing. This is to enhance the data extraction from open web. These advanced models are improving data quality and offering deeper insights, helping you make even more informed decisions on who to reach out to, and of course, when and why. Now, I want to see, basically, let's see what it means for you. So another click. What all of those updates, all of those topics I mentioned, how does it look like in a data key updates? I'm very, very excited to say that basically I'm thrilled to announce that we've expanded our database to feature an incredible 151 million global business contacts. This is amazing, an amazing update. Just to give you some context, a month ago, we had 142 million contacts. Basically, it means that we are adding around 300,000 new contacts every single day. So you can think about it in a way of every time you log into Lusha, you can get even more fresh, valuable data of companies and contacts for your lead generation motion. I think it's amazing. It's incredible. So let's examine the different improvements around the different regions. So when we're looking about the US coverage, basically the US coverage has jumped by a significant 15%. This is giving you the access to even more key decision makers in the US market. Right after it, we can look about the EU coverage. It's expanding with an increase of 28%, more opportunities, more insights, and more connection across Europe. Now, we've boosted our overall company coverage by an impressive 60%. This is incredible. Once again, it means better accuracy, more relevant contacts, and basically it's giving you the ability to connect to with the right people, no matter where your business takes you. So yeah, let's celebrate it. It's an amazing, amazing update. Tal, can I get another click, please? Thank you. Now, the key takeaways the data key takeaways I want you to take from here. First of all, as Tal mentioned, as I mentioned several times, global coverage. At Lusha, we pride ourselves on a global coverage, whether you're looking to connect with prospect in the US, Europe, or anywhere else around the globe. We've got you covered. We've got you covered with high quality data, with verified business contacts. Then, quality data assurance. Basically, with our cleaning processes, And as I mentioned before that with the AI data infrastructure, we ensure no bots, no fake accounts, or irrelevant contacts, only verified high-quality business data. So this is something, as I mentioned before, we're putting on the top priority for us. And then, of course, Tal also mentioned it, your feedback. Your feedback is matter a lot to us. We're continuously evolving, and your feedback plays a key role in shaping our offering. Every suggestion you make help us to improve and provide a better experience for you. So either it's the thumbs up, thumbs down, the NPS feedback, the forms, and of course your relations with the account manager, all of those are taken into consideration and helping us shaping a better product for you. So yeah, Tal, bring it back to you. Thank you very much.
Oren, most appreciated. Thank you so much. And it's really great to see how Lusha makes sure to stay on top of the data game at all times. And I must say, as part of the customer success team, I hear customers and we talk on a daily basis, and our customers are letting us know about these improvements and how they have seriously enhanced their workflows. So global coverage, quality data assurance, and your feedback matters, like you mentioned, is really important. So thanks again, Oren. Next, we have Sharon, our lead product manager, that will show us our amazing new Flex Search, and we'll also go over the new refresh data, providing clarity on prospect updates. So Sharon, the floor is yours, and please share on your end.
Great. Thank you, Tal, and hi, everyone. Great. So I'm happy to showcase today two of our recent feature releases. Both of them were designed to make sure that the prospecting experience is much more efficient and much more powerful. The two features, as Tal mentioned, are Flex Search and Refresh Data, and both of them have been fully rolled out to all of our users. Let's start with Flex Search. So Flex Search is a feature that allows you to combine free text search with filters, creating a much more flexible way to find relevant contacts or companies. So the main benefits of Flex Search are finding the right contacts and companies faster. You can, like I mentioned, effortlessly combine the search term and filters and quickly discover your most relevant contacts or companies. You get more precise results because you can tailor your search with multiple criteria and pinpoint exactly the contact or company you're looking for. And last but not least, it saves you time and helps you work smarter. You spend less time on searching and can focus more on engaging with the right prospects faster. Before I move to the platform to see the feature, let's talk about refresh data. So refresh data is all about making sure that you're always seeing the most up-to-date data for all of your shown contacts. We created a consistent experience across all our products, excluding lists, which makes sure that you see the most up-to-date data across all of the products. It includes updates on company name, job title, and contact details. Now I'll move to the platform. Okay, so this is the Flex Search. And basically, I can use it, for example, to search for a very specific contact that I'm looking for. So in this case, I will look for John Smith from Fortinet. And instead of having to combine two separate filters for this search, I can very easily find this contact. And on the other hand, I can use the Flex Search for a broader search. And for example, look for a sales development in Germany. And as you can see, I get my results. I can, like I mentioned, combine it with filters. So I can add software development. And you can see in a very easy and simple way, I get my results. By the way, it works the other way around. I can start from filters and then add the search. It's very, very flexible. And while we're at the results, we can also see here the indication that I mentioned on refresh data. So we have here a contact that has updated information since it was revealed. We can see there's new information on email, phone, a new company name, a new job title, and I can choose to manually update the list if I want. And then also if I saved it to CRM, also update my CRM. If you haven't already tried the Flex Search, I highly recommend you to start using it from your next session on our platform. And also keep an eye open for those updated indications of refresh data. Thank you.
Sharon, thanks so much. Highly appreciated. And also, these are really cool updates that have been released, working faster, working smarter. And that's how I like to do things here at Lusha. So again, thank you so much, Sharon. Max, we have our product manager, Max, our retired CS, talking today about Intent 2.0, Filter by Reveal, and company keywords. And these are powerful prospects that matter. So Max, do your thing.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, noon, or evening, depends where you are globally. Great to kind of see you all and talk to you about a few really exciting features. Let's start with intent, as mentioned. So, as you know, intent is a very, very important product or data point in our industry because it allows us to reach the right people at the right time without just going with a cold approach that could waste our time and improve our efficiency to reach the people, the companies that are actually looking for a software or tool or service. So our Intent 2.0 is an improvement on the Intent 1.0 version that we had, and it combines a few different things. First off, and the most important thing, is the improved data accuracy. We changed our ranking, kind of a ranking score, and the way that we show you the relevant companies first. From doing it by kind of a topic score, individual topic score ranking, which is how most companies in the industry do it. We have partnered with Bombora, who is our data provider, a global intent leader that I'm sure most of you know, to kind of do it in a way that is much better to find the relevant results and to improve the accuracy, which is a topic synergy, meaning that once you put few different intent topics that talk the same language of the same product line, domain, or space, you'll find the companies that have the most relevant intent for this product line or space. I'll show it to you in a second, but that's kind of the main thing. Other than that, we provided a new data point and an upgraded experience to just find the companies that you want easier, including the actions that you want to take with companies. So companies that are kind of in the early stages of their buyer journey, reach out by warm-ups and nurture, and for the ones that are kind of in the late stage to reach out right away. So that is Intent 2.0. And as mentioned, I will show it to you in a second, but just before doing that, what I'm going to show you is kind of the first piece out of a few improvements that we want to add to our intent product. We'll have an intent mode that allows to improve the flow between companies and contacts. We have a topic selection recommendation engine that will allow you to find the most relevant topics for you and for your company, and additional features that could be really exciting for you all. So with that, let's kind of show the demo and say that once I reach the companies tab in prospecting, I have the intent filter right here. Turning it on, I will get the results. And let me touch that in a second. Let me say just that I took a scenario of a security company, Zscaler, and I kind of did the process to check their market, domain, competitors, and partners, and really kind of create a topic cluster that will find the most relevant companies that focus on that. So as you can see, we have here a few companies that have 10 out of the 20 intent topics hit for this week. That is a big deal. Now, I can, of course, score through it and see exactly what kind of topics are new, which ones were added last week, and what changed in those. And by combining that, I can see that this company is in a very, very rapid buyer journey, and this is a great time to reach out to right away. Of course, I can also jump a few pages ahead and see other companies that have different intent levels, like hot or warm, and to understand exactly which are the ones that I want to reach out to this time and which actions should I take, which cadence should I attribute them. Other than that, you have the ability to kind of create a filter that shows you just minimum results if you want to focus on kind of high intent companies, and the ability to select level of intent so you can just get them all, view their employees right away, do the process that you want to make sure that you find the right person. For example, I am, as a Zscaler kind of demo, I care about the engineering and technical and information technology, and of course the operations here. And let's say also that I want to make sure that this contact detail has a mobile phone and a direct phone. So as you can see, I did this process. I had 18 companies that had this hot level. I found the most relevant contacts. Now I can show them, save them, and reach out to them right away. So this is the Intent 2.0. And with that, let me get back here and talk to you about a couple more features that are really, really interesting and can provide you great value. So first off, let's talk about company keywords. Shout out to all the industry-based sales teams here and the domain-based teams. As you know, sometimes it's hard finding the granular industry or the exact kind of industry or sub-industry that your prospects and targeted companies are in. That's why we have this company keywords. We have actually amplified these existing features from only specialities to company description, AI extracted keywords. And what you can do is you can search for industries or keywords that are like SaaS, e-commerce, autonomous driving, and things that are not in the regular dictionaries of industries, and find the most relevant companies, improving your search precision, the capabilities of getting into a granular search and finding the most relevant companies, and of course, the relevance and of each company that you look at in our platform. So this is the company keywords, a very exciting one available to all of you in the industry filter in the prospecting tool. Other than that, we also been asked a lot to provide the ability to look for net new leads when using prospecting. So let's say you are a power user that uses prospecting a lot, or someone that uses prospecting on occasion but does it in bulk. When you start a search or when you return to a new search, you want to make sure that you focus on the new leads and not reach out to the ones you already did before or waste time on those that you already invested time in the past. This feature, this toggle right here that appears in prospecting in contact search under 10,000 contacts will allow you to go and find, and when you press that, all the shown contacts that have been revealed in the past will be removed from the results. You'll only see the net new results. And of course, you'll be able to do actions in bulk or single to get those to your CRM, list, sequences, and more. So this is the exclusion contacts. Thank you all for your time. And Tal, back to you.
Max, great updates. And I, of course, like to point out that intent is a real player today in our field. So make sure to utilize this kind of access and find the companies that are most likely to convert. When I demonstrate Lusha on calls, this is like the most in-depth part of the session because we're really prioritizing accounts and finding prospects within these accounts. And as I pointed out, we want to make sure that you know who to reach out to, when to reach out to them, and of course, why you are reaching out to them in the first place. This will allow you guys to cut through the noise. Next up, we have Guy, our product manager, who is going to talk to us through, who's going to walk us through the new Engage AI system. And another point on my end, since I started Lusha around 6 years ago, I've been wondering if at any point we're going to have an engaging platform, and my dreams came true. And even better, today we are already AI updated. So Guy, looking forward to learning more about this update.
Thanks, Tal. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Guy. I'm the product manager of Engage in Lusha. We released Engage a year ago, and since then, we've seen so many users enjoy the ability to create email sequences using Lusha and connect with the prospect seamlessly. As part of our ongoing effort to make Lusha and Engage product even better for you, we added the AI Composer. This tool allows you to generate personalized email sequences for your prospect using Lusha data, which is unique Lusha data and ChatGPT. And the personalization is achieved by automatically incorporating your company's value proposition along with your input, such as your sequence purpose, tone of voice, target audience, and additional free text. We developed this feature based on our research and the user needs, and we're aiming for simplify the sequence creation for more intuitive experience, enable users to send highly personalized email to their prospects, and help the user to focus on building relationship and spend more time selling and focusing on the important stuff. Let's go to a quick demo. 1 second. Okay. So here we can see the main engage screen with all of my existing sequences. And I'm going to hit create new sequence. And immediately I can see 4 big buttons that aiming for my sequence purpose. Each one of these buttons directly inflect the prompt to the GPT and to the content of the email. We can see that we have the first purpose, which is, we can say, a general prospect outreach. Second prompt, focus more or industry specific. The third one, focus much more on the product value on the demo request. And the fourth is a little bit different, it's much more for HR, for job recruitment campaign. Let's choose the first outreach, the more general option. We can see we have 3 tones of voice: formal, neutral, friendly. And here we have optional box to even make the result more personalized for our needs. Although it's optional, we highly recommend using it. And we submitted below some kind of example to show you like a best practice for how you can utilize this toolbox. Notice that when you change the purpose, also the example and the instructions are changed. In this case, I'm going to focus on target audience. So I entered SaaS, healthcare, retail, CMOs, looking for advanced data analytics and customer insight tools. Now we hit generate and we need to wait a few seconds for the algorithm to do its thing. Meanwhile, I can mention that we also support the previous ways. If you don't want to use this AI, you can always click start from scratch or use the templates. Okay, so we can see that we got an output of sequence with 3 emails, the one sent on the first day, 3rd day, and 5th day. You can see that we have enhanced your data operation with Lusha as the first item. Why Lusha? Because I'm using with my Lusha username, and the chat automatically use this value proposition of my company. We can see the preview from here, and you can also see that it's already embedded with the variables for our prospect, which dynamically change when we send the email. So let's say we're gonna use this template. And then we can see that here we can also even edit each result. We can even make it more personalized if we wish to add some more variables. And for me, it's more or less the same as it was so far, but the heavy part, the heavy lifting is behind us. So let's quickly continue with this flow. Let's add some contacts. So I will choose one of my Lusha's lists. I have a favorite list here somewhere. There it is. I can see here, by the way, all of my previous engagement history. I can speak about engaging feature here for the full presentation. The next step will be to set the schedule windows. When do I wish to send those emails? And that's it. The sequence is ready for launch, for activation. I will not do it now, but all that needed is to click on this blue button. And that's it. That's Engage AI.
Guy, thank you so much for sharing this futuristic update with us. And as you mentioned, it's super easy to get started. All you need to do is simply input your tone, your purpose, and your audience, and Lusha will do the rest for you so that you can save time and improve your outreach with tailored content. Quick reminder, guys, please feel free to drop questions in the Q&A option, so the section on the Q&A on Zoom. And I want to also give a shout out to Asaf, our product marketing director, who is answering the questions in live on the Q&A part. So please feel free to continue asking the questions in the Q&A. On the topic of the future, imagine a world where you just arrive at the office, you grab a cup of coffee, you can take a seat at your desk, and you can see that our systems have already updated your systems with company insights, net new contacts, and updated contact information. So Ron, our lead product manager, who will discuss our API updates. And by the way, I see more and more users moving to the API, and it's truly easy today to set it up. So Ron, tell us more about the future and what you can do today with the API, and share your screen.
Yeah, for sure. But Tal, can you please share for me, because for some reason I cannot.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, amazing. Right. Hi, everyone. Very nice to meet you. I know that we are in the final part of this webinar, so I'm not going to hold you for long. But before we even start, can you tell me, do we have people on the crowd that are using Lusha's API? Someone in the chat? If so, great. And if not, so please spread the word, because as Tal mentioned, this is the future. So let's quickly review what has changed in our API. Tal, can you please click the next one? Amazing. Recently, we've been working real hard to increase the value you can gain from our API automation, which now includes intent, technology, funding, and even more sort of data points. Our enhanced API can now cater to different scenarios, whether it's your proactive outbound motion in the form of how you can automate your account-based marketing strategy, or even streamline the process of finding, reaching out to your new leads. Additionally, our API covers internal use cases, such as how you can automate your inbound leads enrichment of your marketing campaigns and web forms, or even maintain your CRM fresh, clean, and accurate. Can you please click again? Oh. Amazing. These improvements are gradually deployed to our personal API and company and prospecting APIs. And by the way, you can find the full list of additions in our API documentation page in Lusha's website. And soon we are going to add also webhooks for Google Sheets, CRMs such as Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoho, you name it, and also enhance our connectors with third-party platforms such as Zapier or Workato for both company and contact enrichment. So ultimately, guys, you'll be able to easily integrate with our API and saving effort of building it by your own, this setup. So stay tuned for more details of our API offerings and how you can leverage it yourself. And maybe in the future, we'll have additional webinar dedicated for people who would like to automate the process and be more efficient. Thanks, guys.
So like I said, this is the future. The future is here, a super simple way to connect your systems to Lusha and receive valuable company insights. So Ron, thank you so much. And quick FYI for you guys on the call today. If you are looking into the API and you don't have it as part of your package, feel free to reach out to us and to learn more about how you can actually gain that kind of access. So there you have it. We are super excited to set you guys off with all these new updates. Please take the time to learn more about these updates on the platform. We are just about to head over into the Q&A section, so please feel free to stay with us and learn even more. Reminding you again to reach out to support@lusha.com for any kind of questions or assistance. And also one more thing, we have a knowledge base that's available on your main dashboard on the top right corner under your initials. Click on help and support, and we have a knowledge base that's full of valuable insights per topic. So feel free to learn more through there. So we are at the Q&A session, and I will pop up a couple of questions on the call. Just give me a couple of moments, please. So we have a question to Oren. I get asked a lot, how did you get my number or email? Can I take a minute in this call to talk about how Lusha collects its data and how we can ensure our prospects were fair and legal?
Hi, yeah. So this is basically a very good question. As I mentioned before, and we mentioned it several of times, your feedback is very matter to us. Also, not only your feedback, but also our crowdsourcing. So what does it mean? Basically, we are incorporated together with our crowdsourcing, together with public directories, public available data, and some data partners that we are perform a deep due diligence into the quality and into the compliance of the data. And this is where we are sourcing our data. Of course, on top of that, regarding the validation and the compliance question, we have here in Lusha 7 steps to make sure our emails are accurate and compliant. It's starting by cleaning up the data. We want to make sure that we are filtering out any temporary, any disposable, any non-direct emails. So we make sure we're giving you only direct business. Then we're performing validation tests. We run tests to validate the emails domain and the address. We perform an SMTP verification. I don't want to be too technical or too geek, even though I really like it and enjoy it. But we perform SMTP checks, verification checks. Basically, we perform pings into the email servers, to the mail server to ensure that the response follows the protocol. And we can make sure that these inboxes really exist. Now, on top of that, we have compliance notices funnels. We invest a lot of efforts, energy, time, and of course, money to make sure that all of the data is compliant by the regulation of the GDPR, CCPA, and other privacy regulation around the world. And this is very important for us to make sure that we're performing notices as the regulation is requiring us, letting our contact to know that we are having their data and they have the ability to opt out anytime they want. Now, on top of that, as we mentioned already several times, but we're using once again the crowdsource to get more signals. So we have users who decide to opt in to our community, and those users basically providing with us insights into how we refresh and how accurate the data is. First of all, it's helping them to calculate their ROI, but also it's helping us to gain more activity signals to make sure that all of the connect details are connected and relevant and connected to the right decision makers. All of those steps helping us to once again make sure that we're validating our data and the data is being compliant with regulation. I hope it makes sense. Tal?
Indeed, Oren, it does make sense. And there's actually another follow-up question on that. So how do emails get verified? But you already replied to that. So thank you so much. We have a question to Guy. When I do an engage email, my Outlook gets blocked after 20 emails. Is there anything I can do to stop this?
Okay, so this is one of the toughest questions that can be because each case is unique on its own and there can be a lot of reason for why it happens. So usually it happens for young domains, relatively new Gmail, not actually Gmail, but email accounts just been open and they still have a low reputation with Google. Therefore, the best advice is to send the emails, first of all, to limit to a very low number of outgoing email per day. Also, keep the delay time between them as far as possible. This is called warm-up domain, and slowly and gradually you can increase it until you get some massive volume. At the moment, Lusha and Engage do not support it. So the way to do it is to create a sequence with, I don't know, with 5 or 10 contacts per sequence and manage it this way. By the end of, one of our next tasks is actually to allow user to control it from the settings for that exact reason, to set a daily limit and to set a custom delay time between the emails. Now, if you already marked as a spammer by the email provider, it will be probably a little bit tougher. But those are the best practices, and this is what you need to do. I just want to point out that this is nothing to do with the Lusha Engage product itself. This is email provider restrictions, and it's not like with a different marketing tool automation, it would be like a different result. So, like I said before, the best practice is to control it and send it as slow as possible for the next few weeks.
Amazing. Thank you, Guy. Question to me, actually. So I'm in sales and I want to learn from the basics. Can you please help me? So great question. We offer multiple live training calls throughout the week. And they're full of insights and ways to leverage the access from the pillars of Lusha on the search platform, on the enrich platform, on the engage platform. And we walk through intent, and we walk through a lot of ways and best practices, ways that I used to do it. Our customers kind of do this outbound. And it's really about, combined with landing and expanding and account-based marketing and prioritizing, taking a large list of companies and minimizing them to certain kind of signals. So like, for example, we'll learn on the call or the live training, take a list of companies that you want to engage with, take a part of them and move them into, maybe, for example, move them into a sequence that is around funding data. So congratulate them on the funding data. Just giving you guys some ideas, right? If they have a job change recently for the prospects, they'll take you a long way. Yeah, in my experience and our customers' experience, the more you sound familiar with the company and the prospect, it goes a long way. It really takes you to the next level. It's not a cold call, not a cold email. It's warm, and it's called warm outbound. I call it prioritizing machine, but that's the way that I call it. So feel free to drop in on the live trainings, and also there'll be a link to join that on the follow-up email after the session. And then, like I said before, we have our knowledge base that is on the main dashboard, initials, top right corner, and under help and support. That was on my end. Let me see what else we have here. To run. Will these features be added on all licenses levels? The one on the API improvement slide? I think Ron, okay.
Yeah, sorry, can you come again? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, the question was, will these features be added on all licenses levels?
Oh, so the answer currently is no. We have it only for scale customers, but we do plan to have also a self-serve experience that other plans will be able to benefit from. It's in the plans, but currently we don't have like a due date for it.
Good. Thank you, Ron. Question to Sharon. We can exclude shown in prospecting lists. Can we also exclude exported names?
So I assume the question is if we can exclude a list of contact names. That I'm not sure I understand the question, but we are adding a lot of exclusion options in the near future, excluding from lists that you can upload in CSV. Also excluding contacts that are in the CRM. So we have a lot of those kind of features coming up in the next few months.
Amazing. Thank you, Sharon. Question to Max. Intent. I love intent. Any reason why intent shows schools so much?
Yes, this is a great question. Thank you for the one who asked it. Yes, there is a reason. When until our change right now, until Lusha created the Intent 2.0, pretty much every intent provider and partner in our domain space showed topic score as the ranking model. So that means if a company had a specific topic ranked at 100, it will show up first in the list. And this is the reason we saw so many schools, because universities, schools, right? They have a lot of different students and professors and so on that have the IP address, and then it is associated to this college. That's the way that the algorithm works. And due to that, we used to see a lot of University of Toledo as a company that's interested in Lusha, even though it most likely was a few students that are interested in working in Lusha. And that's why it kind of appeared that way. We have changed that with the topic synergy model that shows kind of the ranking based on the way that your entirety of the topics interact. And doing that, as mentioned before, improves your accuracy a lot due to that kind of flow. So you'll be able to kind of turn on all your intent topics, see the ones that are exactly or see the ones that have kind of the highest amount of intent topics hit, and that way you'll see less schools and much more relevant scores. So that is it for that question. Tal, I just want to say that someone asked how can they connect to someone to help us pick intent topics. This person, please send me a message in Zoom here, and we'll kind of talk about it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And that's actually pretty interesting. I never thought about the schools popping up. It never, at least never came up on my end, but it does make sense in a way, and happy that we actually have a patch for that. Excuse me. Give me a second. Let me see if we have anything else here. Okay, so looks like we're all set. Please feel free, anybody else to ask any kind of questions. I mean, a lot of the questions have been answered. First of all, thank you so much for asking the questions, and again, also in general attending, but questions are really important. This is how we learn, and we learn from each other eventually. So a lot of you guys ask questions in the chat. Asaf already addressed them. So feel free to drop any kind of, any additional questions that you might have. And until nothing comes up, we'll kind of sum up the call. But I would like to actually sum up the values from the team today. So Lusha's main focus is helping users to connect with prospects quickly by giving them access to accurate global contact data. And we keep improving the platform with new tools and new features like AI-driven solutions and smarter search options. And this makes the prospecting easier for us. So Lusha is all about making things simpler for its users and easier for them to hit their targets without getting stuck with complicated workflows. Again, reminding you to drop any kind of questions if you have any. And I would like to thank, again, everybody who joined us today to learn more about how to take Lusha to the next level. And I would also like to truly thank the Lusha team for doing a great job today, educating us on all sides of the platforms that are available. And guys, take advantage of these features because Lusha is at a whole new level today. Now, reminding you also, we will send the recording after this session so you can share it with your team and allow them to also learn more on the updates. So wishing you all happy prospecting, smash your goals, and best of luck. If anybody wants to stay just to drop another question, we're still here. We have another 9 minutes. All right, cool. Seems quiet. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless, keep safe, and happy prospecting. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.